everyone. Welcome back to the Learning Lab, where English is easy and enjoyable. I'm James, and as always, I've got my amazing partner right here with me.
Hi, I'm Jenny, and wow, James, we are almost at the finish line now. Day 29, can you believe that?
I really can't. I mean, it feels like just yesterday we started this whole 30-day shadowing challenge, and now we're one day away from the end. That's so exciting.
It really is exciting, but before we go any further, let's remind our listeners to hit that subscribe button, because trust me, you don't want to miss what we have planned for day 30 tomorrow.
Yes, please subscribe. Click that little bell too so you get a notification because tomorrow's episode is going to be a big celebration. I promise you that.
Okay, so today our topic is something really important, something a lot of our listeners have been asking about for weeks now.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. You're talking about speaking clearly, right? Like actually being understood when you talk.
Exactly. Speaking English clearly, not just speaking fast or using big fancy words, but actually being clear so people understand you the first time.
Oh man, this is such a good topic because honestly, I remember when I was learning Spanish years ago, and I would say a word and my friend would just stare at me like I had three heads.
Three heads? That's a very specific number, James. Why three?
I don't know, it just felt right in the moment. But seriously, that confused stare, that's the worst feeling, right? You said something, but nobody understood you.
Yes, and that's actually a really common problem because a lot of learners think speaking clearly means speaking perfectly, with no mistakes at all, but that's not true.
Wait, really? I mean, I always thought clear speaking and correct grammar were kind of the same thing. So what's the difference?
Well, here's a surprising fact for you. There was a study that looked at how people understand speech, and it found that clear pronunciation matters more than perfect grammar.
Whoa, hold on. Say that again? Pronunciation matters more than grammar? That kind of blows my mind a little bit.
I know, it surprised me too when I first read about it. But think about it this way. If you say a sentence with a small grammar mistake, but your words are clear, people still understand you.
Right. That makes sense, actually.
But if your grammar is perfect, yet your pronunciation is unclear, or your words run together too fast, people get lost, even if every word is technically correct.
Okay, that's actually kind of a relief to hear, because I feel like so many learners, including me sometimes, we get so scared of making a grammar mistake that we forget the real goal.
And what's the real goal, James?
The real goal is just connection, right? Just being understood, having a real conversation with another human being.
Yes, exactly that. Communication over perfection. That should be our motto today.
I love that. Communication over perfection. We should put that on a t-shirt or something.
Maybe we should. Okay, but let's get practical now because our listeners are on day 29 of shadowing, so they already have good listening skills built up.
True. So now it's time to take that listening skill and turn it into clear speaking, which is honestly the harder part for a lot of people.
It is harder because when you listen, you just receive sound, but when you speak, your mouth, your tongue, your breath, everything has to work together.
That's such a good point. Speaking is like, it's physical. It's not just in your brain. It's literally a workout for your mouth muscles.
A workout for your mouth muscles. I love that description, James. That's actually pretty accurate.
Thank you. I do my best. Okay, so what's our first tip for speaking more clearly?
The first tip is something we've mentioned before, but it's worth repeating. Slow down. Seriously, just slow down.
Oh man, this is a big one for me personally, because when I get excited, and trust me, I get excited a lot, I start talking so fast that even my wife can't understand me sometimes.
I believe that completely, actually. I've seen you talk fast in real life, James. It's like watching a race car.
A race car? Wow, okay. I'll take that as a compliment, I think. But seriously, when you slow down, something magical happens.
What happens?
your mouth actually has time to form each word properly instead of just mushing everything together into one long, confusing sound.
Mushing, that's a good word for it actually, because that's exactly what happens when people speak too fast. All the words blend into each other.
Exactly. And here's a little trick for our listeners. Record yourself today while you do your shadowing, and then listen back and ask yourself, could a stranger understand every word I said?
That's such a smart trick because honestly, we don't hear ourselves the way other people hear us. Our own voice sounds different in our head.
Right? It's like hearing your voice on a video and thinking, wait, do I really sound like that?
Everyone has had that moment, I promise you. Everyone.
Okay, so tip number 1 is slow down. What's next, Jenny?
Tip number 2 is about something called mouth shape, or more simply, how wide you open your mouth when you talk.
Ooh, this is interesting. Tell me more.
So, a lot of English learners, especially if their first language uses smaller mouth movements, they tend to speak with a very closed mouth in English too.
Oh, I've noticed that. Like the words come out kind of quiet and a little bit mumbled, right?
Exactly. Mumbled is the perfect word, but English actually needs bigger mouth movements, especially for vowel sounds.
Wait, can you give an example? I want to actually understand this.
Sure, think about the word cat. If you say it with a closed mouth, it sounds flat, almost like cot. But if you open your mouth wider, cat, it becomes clear and sharp.
Cat, caught. Cat, caught. Okay, I hear the difference now. That's a really small change that makes a really big difference.
It really does, and here's a fun little exercise for our listeners. Stand in front of a mirror today while you do your shadowing practice.
Oh, the mirror trick. I love this one.
It does feel silly, I won't lie, but silly practice today means clear speaking tomorrow, so it's worth it.
I love that line. Silly practice today, clear speaking tomorrow. That's going right into my notes. Okay, what's our third tip?
Our third tip is about pausing, specifically pausing between your ideas instead of running everything together in one giant breath.
Oh man, pausing. This is something I really need to work on because when I'm nervous, I just keep talking and talking and talking with no breaks at all.
I've noticed that about you, James, honestly.
I know. But why does pausing actually help someone sound clearer?
Well, think of pauses like commas in writing. They give the listener's brain a small moment to process what you just said before the next idea comes in.
Oh, that makes so much sense. It's like giving your listener a little breathing room too, not just yourself.
Exactly. And without pauses, even a native speaker would struggle to understand a long run-on sentence with no breaks.
Right. And I guess during shadowing, we should actually notice where the speaker pauses and copy that too, not just the words.
Yes, that's such an important point. Shadowing isn't only about copying words, it's about copying rhythm, and pausing is a huge part of rhythm.
Rhythm. I like that word for it. It's almost like English has a kind of music to it, and pausing is part of the song.
I really like that comparison, James. English as a song. That's beautiful, actually.
Thank you. I have my poetic moments sometimes. Okay, so we've got slow down, open your mouth wider, and pause between ideas. What's our last tip for today?
Our last tip, and honestly, maybe the most important one, is this. Don't be afraid of your own voice.
Ooh, that's deep. Say more about that.
So many learners speak quietly, almost like they're apologizing for speaking English, but a clear voice actually needs some volume and confidence behind it.
Oh, this hits close to home, honestly, because I remember feeling so shy when I first spoke Spanish out loud, like I was scared people would judge my accent.
That fear is so common, but here's the thing, a quiet, nervous voice is actually harder to understand than a confident voice, even with the exact same pronunciation.
Wait, really? Even with the same pronunciation?
Yes, because volume and confidence carry the sound clearly to the listener's ear. A whisper just doesn't project the same way.
Wow, okay, that's a really good point. So today, during shadowing, we shouldn't just copy the words quietly under our breath.
No, not at all. Speak out loud. Use your full voice. Imagine you're actually talking to a real person standing right in front of you.
I love that visual. Imagine a real person, not just a recording. That changes the whole feeling of the practice.
It really does. And remember, your accent is not a mistake. Your accent is just part of your voice, part of your story.
Oh, I really needed to hear that, honestly. That's such a kind way to put it.
It's true, though. Clear speaking doesn't mean sounding like a native speaker. It means being understood, and those are two very different goals.
Communication over perfection. Again, see, it all connects back to that one simple idea.
It really does. Everything today connects to that one simple idea.
Okay, so let's quickly review for everyone listening because tomorrow is day 30 and we want you fully ready.
Yes, let's review. Tip 1. Slow down your speaking. Give your mouth time to form each word clearly.
Tip 2, open your mouth wider, especially for those vowel sounds. And yes, use a mirror if you can.
Tip 3. Pause between your ideas. Let your listener's brain catch up and copy the rhythm during shadowing.
And tip 4, speak with confidence. Use your full voice and remember, your accent is part of your story, not a mistake.
Beautifully said, James. Honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Aw, thank you, Jenny. I mean it though. This episode felt really meaningful to me. I hope our listeners feel that too. I'm sure they do. And hey, for your homework today, pick one sentence from your shadowing audio and practice it using all 4 tips we just talked about.
Yes, record yourself, listen back, and ask, would a stranger understand me clearly? That's the real test.
Perfect summary. And honestly, we are so proud of everyone who has stayed with us for 29 days now. That's not easy. That takes real dedication.
It really does. And tomorrow, day 30, we're going to celebrate everything we've learned together. So please don't miss it.
Subscribe now if you haven't already. Turn on notifications, and we will see you tomorrow for our final day. Thanks for practicing with us today, everyone. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and remember, clear speaking comes from confidence, not perfection.
Beautifully said. See you all tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.